another episode of the Mayor Tyler Moore Show here on the Kokomo Post, partnered with Robert Miller and Son Furniture. My name is Drew Larison. This is MTM. Looking awfully springy today.
Thank you.
Mayor. Look at that.
Thank
purple.
you. Purple isn't just for Easter anymore.
Yeah, and I'm just like all the possible grays, shades of gray.
Oh, we're not going to go there.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the
not
possible
that
shades of
shade.
gray.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh, I'm not talking about that.
Whoa, this is a family
We're
show.
live, right? Okay, so welcome back to the show. This is a weekly show we do with the mayor where we talk about things that was going on in City Hall, as well as take some questions and answers from the audience. So if you have a question for the mayor, just leave it in that chat down below, and we'll get to it for the Lexi's Drink Barn Ask the Mayor segment here in a moment. But how was your weekend?
Busy. It was a good one. I actually took a chance and ran in the Indianapolis mini marathon.
Look at you.
Wow. Yeah. But for the first time, joined the Ainsley's Angels group and
so cool.
Pushed a very good friend of mine and her family, and partnered up with Lisa Ryan out of Lafayette, and we tag teamed and pulled it off just over a couple hours. I did much better than I thought I was going to do, but no, it was just an incredible event, no matter how you participate in it, just with the excitement and the hype and everything. But to take part in it with the Ainsley's Angels group, was the largest group that they'd had at the mini marathon in a while. And for those that don't know Ainsley's Angels, Kim Rooster Russelot, I think is Rossiter.
Oh, okay.
Him and his wife had a daughter, Ainsley, and she had a health condition. He was ex-military, and I believe took her on a lot of the runs. And when she passed, I mean, he formed Ainsley's Angels, which are individuals who step to the plate and become basically the legs for children or young adults that cannot participate in fun event races themselves, and so they've got what they call chariots, or the three-wheel carts. Mm-hmm. Everybody's dressed in pink, so although it's not purple, it's pink, and
okay.
And basically they compete all through the region at different running events, and those pushers like myself and Ms. Ryan and a handful of others. Shannon Spencer's a huge Ainsley Angel supporter here in the Kokomo area, as well as a handful of others. But so yeah, it was great. We got to start off the pack for the race, and then got out of the way for the the true runners,
elite.
The elite runners, yes, to blow past us. But yeah, did very well. And then from there, headed straight down to Lexington to visit my daughter down at the Transylvania University, because there was a sorority moms brunch yesterday, and I got to hang out and just do the fraternity or sorority dad thing by myself with another dad, and we just kind of chilled until the brunch was over, and brought home some stuff because she'll be home in a few weeks. And so busy, a lot of driving, but definitely a wonderful and enjoyable weekend.
Love that.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, the weather was nice.
The weather was beautiful. Yes, it thunder boomed pretty heavily yesterday down in Lexington. I think it did here as well. But
last night we had some great lightning and stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, you probably, it's probably a close race, actually, no pun intended, where you were the most famous person from Kokomo at the mini marathon over the weekend. Did you also see who was on?
I wasn't.
Who was running the mini marathon?
I mean, there was a handful of others. I know Paul and Shelley Wyman were. Kerry Stranahan came up. I mean, I know he's down in Nashville now, but he came home and ran it. I mean, there was a handful of folks that has. Lena ran it, Lena Ming, from the relaxation place.
Not thinking about them.
Who else ran it? Did I miss?
Wow.
Batman.
Yes, Corey Kennedy.
Corey Kennedy, Batman.
Yeah, he went blowing past me, and of course I love it, because everyone like, oh my God, look, there goes Batman. Way to go, Batman! And I was the only one who was like, hey, Corey, way to go, man! And he kind of turned his head. He wasn't sure who it was, and but yeah, he is quite the entertaining runner, and then brings I think a smile to everybody's face, because
he's awesome.
For sure.
He does. Yeah. He is Batman.
I went to high school with him, and he was just, I've known Corey my entire life probably. And he's just always been such a bright light. People love Corey. I see, like, he's on TikTok now, and he does like these impeccable like voiceovers where he just nails it. Like,
cool.
You know, it's a skill
Yeah.
to be able to do those like lip singing, like not voiceover. It's just the lip singing, and like he nails it. He's hilarious.
Cool.
But I know I did see that they shared it on their Facebook page. That was one
good.
of the big post they shared on the, I think it was WTHR or one of the news
did they?
stations down
Good.
there, Indy Star maybe. But it was Corey right up front with his Batman suit.
You
on,
betcha.
and he ran the
Nice.
mini, so it was really cool.
Yeah, I
to see.
totally forgot he went blowing past me.
Yeah. He's quick. He'll do it quick. So we went down to Indy this weekend. We got to see the traveling show of Hamilton. So we went
Lucky.
down and saw that.
Lucky.
It was actually our exchange students' Christmas gift.
Cool.
So I said an awkward, Merry Christmas a few times in May during that day, but it was great.
I couldn't get enough of that joke. Like, I
it's
said
pretty
Merry
good.
Christmas to her like 12 times, and she very graciously was like, Merry Christmas. Thanks so much. Like the thing about having like a teenage exchange student who like isn't related to you is like, she's lived with us for 2 years now. So we can tell when she thinks we're super dumb, but she's still
She doesn't
too
hide it well.
polite. Like she's still too polite to be like, knock it off.
Like a typical teenager of your own.
idiots.
100%.
Like,
Oh, really?
so we don't get that full like mom, dad.
Yeah.
Like, shut
Shut
up.
it.
Shut up. You're so
It's
embarrassing.
just the
Yeah, we don't get that. We just get like, Merry Christmas to you too.
I will say that is one of the most fascinating things I've learned about, because this is our second exchange student we've ever had, and no matter where they're from, and I've met kids through this program through Brazil, China, Vietnam, Japan, Mexico, Portugal, France, like met them all over the
Yes.
world. I've met kids,
Amazing kids.
and no matter where they're from, teenagers are teenagers, and like
That's right.
they all have the same teenager attitude about things, and it's always just fascinating to me because it's not just an American teenager.
Yeah.
No matter what country you're from, teenagers are
how they're wired.
teenager. It literally is how their brain works.
Teens are gonna teen.
Teens are going to teen.
I love it.
Yep.
No, but that was fun. And then yesterday I went on as many possible walks as I possibly could because the weather was so nice in Kokomo.
yeah.
My dog was loving it.
Yeah.
Went on a lot of walks. It was
Perfect.
It was nice. So yeah, good
It was.
weekend.
Great weekend.
I see everybody's questions in the chat. I appreciate that. If you have
thanks,
any more
all.
questions, just leave them down there. We'll get to the Ask the Mayor segment here in a second. But tell me what's going on at City Hall.
What's going on at City Hall? A few things outside of City Hall, but city related. The fire department, all three platoons met as platoons 3 different times. Met with the front office leadership because they recently had a consultant come in and kind of do a training set, not a training session, kind of a learning session, if you will. It's called the Leadership from the Bottom Up, and got some feedback from firefighters at all levels, and then compiled that information and gave it to Chief. And so now Chief and Assistant Chief have met with each of the 3 platoons, and I was fortunate to get invited to those to hear the feedback and conversation and such to it. And so the third one was this afternoon, so appreciate Chief Frazier and Chief Rickman for taking the investment and time with each platoon doing that for the department to make sure we're all headed in the right direction. So excited about that. Otherwise, like I said, with the weather being nice, just taking advantage of that to get some things started and prepared for projects.
Yeah, summer's coming up soon.
Summer soon.
Right?
Yeah.
So we've talked about Haynes Apperson Festival of the Music that's going on for that. Or did we? I can't remember if we've had a show
We talked
since
about
then.
summer concert series, and since then,
The Haynes Apperson has
Apperson lineup
announced
was
theirs.
announced. Yes.
All right, well, let's talk
was
about
on
that real quick because that's summer
Tuesday of last
related.
week.
And while you're pulling that up, last Thursday was the not only the National Day of Prayer down on Main Street, but that morning was the annual Mayor's Turnaround Breakfast.
Yes.
And so that was wonderful, where we have each school in the county, not just Kokomo schools, but in Howard County, identify both in middle school and high school 2 students who have turned their life situations around, and invite them and their parents, guardians, friends, and either coach, staff, or whoever might have nominated them, and recognize them. And it was very enjoyable, even emotional at times, morning. And so kudos to those kids for what they've done to overcome the adversity and challenges of their life. It was a good time.
Love that.
Yep.
It was also May 4th
May the
that
4th.
morning, and as we drove into work and everything was blocked off, Drew said, "You know what I wouldn't put past MTM is maybe to just block off everything and have like a lightsaber battle.
I totally could have.
We might have
I'm pretty
to.
sure that it's National Day of Prayer, but I could also see like maybe next year that's your
Yeah,
mix.
partner with the
bad
library and have the library bring their Jedi Academy down to.
They have a
to Main
Jedi
Street.
Academy?
Yeah, they had Jedi Academy at the library on
Dear me.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay. That's something that's happening. Cool. Love it.
There's honestly, there's so much happening at the library, guys. I know I say this all the time, but like, don't sleep on the library. There's so many cool events.
Kokomo Post might have a fun
Pick your
little
range.
announcement coming up soon too that is going to talk about a lot of things that happen at
Good.
the library. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
All right. So Haynes Apperson. We got Thursday night. Here come the Mummies. The favorite.
The favorite.
People love them. They've
Yes.
been here probably more than any other band for Haynes Apperson over the years.
Consecutively since 2009, is that right?
Maybe.
Has it been? Probably.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
People love
pretty
them.
close to it.
They're so fun and so freaking good too. Like they're
my
not
gosh.
just a gimmick band that dress
Yeah.
up like mummies. Like they're so talented.
Talented, yes.
And if you like horns, you like blues, jazz, like there's so many different funk styles of music.
yeah.
They're so fun. And they're great. So they'll be here on Thursday, June 29th.
And we talked about them before. Like the rumor is, because no one knows who's actually in the band, right? And so
100%.
the rumor is that
They're all
are like
famous retired.
either retired or they are currently like in contracts with a record label that says that they that is controlling where they can play and where they can't play, and so they keep their identities a secret so that they can
keep their identities
under wraps. Get it?
We haven't, this isn't the dad joke part of the show.
Sorry, but that was a
Yeah.
I guess.
a dad mom Tyler Aaron deal.
It was a moment.
Yeah, so that should be fun. But you're right. But also, like, props to them for not just passing out of heat exhaustion.
Oh my gosh,
Because
yeah.
They're
Oh my
wrapped
goodness.
up. They have to be sweating
Regardless of the temperature.
Yes.
so much. It has to be disgusting. I hate to be the person that does their laundry, but okay. And then on Friday, June 30th, we have Ace Frehley. Frehley. Okay, so he is the original
good band.
guitarist for Kiss. He'll perform many of the iconic
So
band's
excited.
favorites as well as selections from his solo work. So that should be fun. Little Kiss love.
yeah.
Totally, because when I was a kid and growing up across the street from the Heralds, there was only 3 of us. I mean, we occasionally, but no, we would play Kiss, so to speak, and so we had makeup and we'd
Oh my God.
do our faces
Are there
as each of
pictures
the
of that
Kiss.
Please
somewhere?
tell me there are
And,
photos of that.
Unfortunately, no. And
Lies.
turn Andy's speakers out to his bedroom windows, and we
Harold's, where are you?
stand out front, and we would basically lip sync to Kiss. And I was always Ace Frehley, so I am
Oh, that's
totally
awesome.
jacked to have Ace Frehley come to town.
You got to
There
meet
has
him.
to be
Totally.
a photo. There
Totally,
must
totally.
be a photo of that. Ah,
Totally, I can't wait.
That'd be really fun.
that's awesome.
All right, so he is on Friday night, and then we are on Saturday night, July 1st. We have Starship with Mickey Thomas.
That's gonna be-
He's got a
That
career.
Mickey Thomas has been here before. I think
Yes.
that was in
Like
09.
was it?
Yeah, I think that's the 09 date I'm thinking of.
So he was the front man for both Jefferson Starship and Starship. So a lot of hits from those bands, like We Built This City and Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now and Sarah. That one. I just feel like, are you going to have a hard time not getting on stage with Ace Frehley and just grabbing a mic and singing? We should do your makeup that night. No one would know who you are. You pull a Mummies and just do full Kiss costume.
Kiss. Oh man!
And see if
I
anybody
could get his
recognizes
boots and yeah, he'd probably run me off though.
Love that. Yeah, so that's happening
Can't wait.
Thursday, June 29th through Saturday, July 1st. Haynes Apperson.
Great
By the way,
weekend.
the photo
Again.
we have on this article is
Love it.
such a great photo. I don't know who took that.
That was taken by Bicycle Caster last year.
Bicycle. Good shot.
Yep.
Good shot. Get some drone footage this year too. That'd be fun.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay, sweet.
Do it. Can't wait.
Also, I want to talk about, we were talking about it before the show, but you're in need of some lifeguards at
Yes, at Kokomo Beach. This past Saturday was the second installation of the application process. I'm not sure how many we got. I texted Tori before we went on. Let me see if he replied.
Well, we were talking about,
There we go.
we looked it up. Oh, go ahead. You got the text.
So we had 53 between first and second tryouts, a handful
Okay.
of guards who had
lot.
reached out. Well,
You think that's a lot,
we
but-
ended with 56 last year. Only had 36 after the first. So only had 36 after the first and 2 tryouts last year, and we've already got 53. So I think we're in pretty good shape. But
Nice.
I can always use extras
That's
to
a yes
make
and.
sure.
Well, I don't know. And then that conversation made us start looking up some crazy like qualifications that it takes to be a lifeguard. It's difficult.
I know.
These people,
I couldn't do it.
If you
I have
are
said
like
this.
at a public pool and like nervous about who are these teenage lifeguards, like wait till you hear what they have to do and pass, because I feel very safe now.
This isn't to pass. This is to be allowed to take the lifeguard instructor, like the lifeguard course. So you can't even attend the course until you pass these qualifications, which you're about to say.
Yeah, so the prerequisites, you have to be at least 15. You have to swim 300 yards continuously with or using only the breaststroke or the freestyle. So put this into reference. That is 6 up and downs in the lap pool at the YMCA.
Yeah.
No.
Down and backs.
More than that. It's 12.
300 yards. That's
12
three.
lengths.
It's 12 lengths of the pool. Or it is down and backs. Yeah, I was right.
6 down and backs.
12
3
lengths.
football fields, people.
It's crazy. Without
stopping, without touching the wall, and without turning on your back.
It's crazy.
That's
that
amazing.
alone is very difficult.
Right?
And you have to tread water for 2 minutes. Doesn't sound too hard. With only your legs. Can't use your hands.
Yeah.
Only can use your legs. You have to tread
Do that
water
again,
for 2 minutes.
Mr. Mayor. Well, that was the.
I felt like you were a DJ. That's the vibe I was getting. Okay. So tread water for 2 minutes.
DJ MTM
with only
house.
only using
in the
your
pool.
The system is down.
Ow.
The system is down.
Okay. I don't know what just happened. So tread water.
There's a kid drowning, so quit. Let's get back in the water.
I can't with this guy, I swear. Tread water for 2 minutes, only your legs, and then complete a timed event within 1 minute and 40 seconds, starting in the water, swim 20 yards, surface dive to a depth of 7 to 10 feet to retrieve a 10-pound object, return to the surface, and then swim 20 yards on the back to return to your starting point, exit the water without using a ladder or steps. These are just your prerequisites.
That's your qualifications to be able to take the course, which is then like it's an intense course.
Yeah.
And then there's also like pool work that happens in that course too.
Kudos to these young adults. I mean, they're not just out there tanning.
No, and this is what I've said. I mean, like
benefits, but man, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, during my time at the Y, I saw how hard the aquatics team work there, and I mean. Aquatics positions across the country. I would say those people all of them need raises because they are doing great work and keeping people safe. And it's a really stressful job. They think like, oh yeah, like Kokomo Beach would be what a great thing. You're going to get tan. Yeah. You're going to like the Wendy Pfefferkorn, like
100%.
Yeah. Right. And like, no, they're actively scanning the water every like 7 seconds for any signs of, they're amazing. So hats off to all of them.
Yeah. So,
and if you want to be amazing,
if you can do those things, call the Parks Department.
Now there's also a need for what they call the blue shirts. I mean, so they they work the front gates and
that'd be me.
Folks in and out. And
I can do that.
Concession stand.
We were talking about. So when I was a kid, Kokomo Beach didn't exist. We had the swim club over on like the west side of town. Now where there is a church, it used to be where Celebrations was. We had the swim club, and we were talking about in the office the other day, and because of the swim club, one of the most nostalgic things like that I can eat is candy, but specifically candy out of a freezer, like frozen Snickers or like frozen Twix bar, because the swim club growing up, they kept all of their chocolate because it was so hot in a giant deep freezer. And now like it's the best way to eat candy to me.
Until we got married, I'd never had frozen
frozen Twix is so good. Frozen Reese cup is really good. Anything frozen, it's just better. I don't know what it is. My grandfather, Grandpa Don, he was a frozen Snickers connoisseur.
Oh, really?
So much so, I'm not making this up. Maybe mom's watching. I don't know. She has chipped. He has chipped so many teeth eating frozen Snickers.
Yes.
Didn't stop him. He's like, I don't care. Put a fake one on there. I'm going to eat my store. And like
that's what I worry about. Every time I eat like a frozen piece of candy, I'm like, this is it for me. This is so good.
Oh, she is watching. There you go. She said yes. I mean,
she was earlier.
So many teeth. And Joseph says frozen chocolate is the only way to go. Is that chocolate milk? When does frozen chocolate? I don't know what that. Oh, you're talking about just frozen chocolate candy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. I know, 100%. It's so much better.
One to follow.
Yeah, after I'm reading it, I don't know why I was confused.
Should have made that clearer.
It's so much better. So Kokomo Beach, if you want me there this summer, throw some candy in the freezer. I'll be right there.
There you go.
There it is.
Heard it.
All right.
We'll stock it.
So that's what's going on. If you guys are interested in those lifeguard positions, you know where to look and you know where to go, and good luck with the test. No wonder you can't find people to work. You know, it's hard.
It is hard,
it's
guys.
hard stuff, man.
I'm telling you, just give kudos to all your lifeguards.
Amen.
Like when you're there at Kokomo Beach, not when they're actively on, but when they're like shift change or after there. Tell them thank you. Like that is probably the thing that I like take away most from my time at the Y was like those people who are there working. And I think you just sort of think of them as like, oh, that's a teenage job. Those people are keeping your small people and your adult people, but they're keeping them safe.
Yeah,
and it's hard work and it's really exhausting work. So
it is.
Hats off to them.
Shout out to them. Yep. All right. So let's get into the Ask the Mayor segment here. Partner with Lexi's Drink Barn. Lexi's Drink Barn. You guys know them. You love them. If you love fountain Cokes, fountain beverages, things that you love to be drinking that are tasty, go to Lexi's. They are a place to go. They are the place to go for fountain Cokes in Kokomo.
So what's your favorite?
Oh, it's called the Drew, apparently. And it's a 44-ounce Coke Zero with sugar-free vanilla. Love it. They love it. I don't even order anymore. I just pull up and it's pretty much ready. Yeah, here it is.
When is the last time you actually delivered your own drink here?
The other day.
Really?
I went.
Did you order? Did you say I'd like the Drew?
No, I didn't even have to order it. They just said, do you want the usual? Like that. It really happened.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, man.
It happened.
You've arrived.
You finally arrived.
Guys, I can't tell you. This is all I've wanted in life. I've wanted to be Norm from Cheers for so long.
Now you're
and I have a few places that this is real. I have a very specific salad I order from Oscar's Pizza. You've seen it happen.
I have.
I call them and I'm ready to order my very specific ingredients for my salad. And like before I start, they're like, "Oh, is this Drew?" I'm like, "Yeah, it is." And they're like, "I got you. I'll have it ready in 15 minutes." And I'm like,
you're so much more proud of this. I just think it means you eat out too much.
I don't know.
No.
Eating out isn't Lexi's isn't eating out. It's drinking out. There's a difference. Also, it's a salad. Don't shame me for eating a salad.
That's a great salad, though. That is, I will say this. That is a good salad loaded with lots of stuff.
All right, we're talking about Oscars a lot during Lexi's.
I'm really sorry.
Thank you, Lexi's.
Thank you, Lexi's, for being the partner for the Ask the Mayor segment here on the Mayor Tyler Moore Show.
A delicious beverage. You're right.
Love it. All right, so let's get into the first question. Here is from John on Facebook. So northbound US 31 traffic is directed to the airport via Toby Pike exit. But Toby Pike between US 31 and County Road 400 is the narrowest and most dangerous road in the county, especially in the winter. Is there a plan to rebuild Toby Pike to Country Road 400? John. Is that county? Is it not city anymore?
Don't believe that. I think at that point, once it gets so many feet east of 31, it becomes county. But I don't believe there are any plans now. I mean, a lot of the roads that are being addressed are around the battery plant site, off of Toby Pike, up around 50 North, and Busby Road used to be there, but it's not now. We're creating Sparks Road. So everything's around the engine plant and battery plant site. I don't believe there are plans right now to address the roads east of 31. And again, outside of the city limits, then they become county.
Sure.
I mean, we can see if the county would address those. So.
Okay. Yeah. We'll see if that's county. Which, if that is county, how does John get a hold of somebody that he would need to get a hold of for the county? What's that process like?
Either the county commissioners or Amber Toll, who's the Howard County Highway Director.
Okay. Gotcha. Thanks, John, for the question.
Yeah.
Next question is from Andrea on Facebook. This is not a question, but she just wanted to let us know that they had 96 cars at the second annual Spring Fling and Hot Rod Machines Benefit Car Show.
Saturday afternoon.
And they raised close to $3,800 for the DA.
That's awesome.
Nicely done, Andrea.
Great. Yeah. Awesome. I'm sure it was beautiful. I mean, outside, so the weather was so great. Nice. So how perfect.
And as I recall, Andrea's been planning and working on this for a really long time. That team has been working on it.
Since the day after the car show last year.
Yes. Like that is a long time coming, and great work.
It's a labor of love, because I know it's her whole family, easy for me to say, her whole family gets involved in making that happen. So kudos. Great. That's awesome.
All right, probably my favorite question of the week is from Heidi on Facebook. How did he celebrate May 4th?
How did I celebrate May 4th? Well, I mentioned I had the turnaround breakfast in the morning and then the National Day of Prayer, but I attended got there late, but attended the Bobcats game because it was a Star Wars night at the Bobcats game. Other than that, it was just kind of low key. I didn't go all out Star Wars this year. Didn't throw some fun intergalactic treats together like I've done in the past. So yeah, I kind of faltered a little bit. Kind of got too overwhelmed with things going on. So I know I
just realized
failed.
I have a new goal for this show. We need to get enough sponsor money on this show that we film a special episode. You and I will fly down to Orlando and do an episode at the Star Wars land in Disney World. Could you imagine?
Oh my gosh, no.
We just do a fun live.
No, just stop.
Because I saw on May the 4th, obviously it's a big deal down there where like hundreds of people, they bring their lightsabers, and when it gets dark, they all raise them. So literally there's like $400,000 worth of lightsabers in like this little area because everybody's just lifting their lightsabers together, and they do it in honor of Carrie Fisher. Actually, is what they did it for.
Cool.
That'd be so fun.
Be unbelievable.
How do we get sponsors for that?
That's too much.
Kokomo Toys would do it, I bet. Anyway, that'd be really fun. We do a whole show.
I would pay,
from Galaxy's Edge.
I'd pay my way down. That would be too flippin' fun.
Oh my gosh. We drink blue milk. We'd bring our Lexi's cups, but put blue milk in.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that'd be so fun. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I went to the Bobcats game that night too. I had a fun realization. So my son,
I saw your post.
he's on his way to start liking sports, I think.
Cool.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he knows his dad's a really big Michigan fan. So like he is all things Michigan right now, and like doesn't fully understand anything about sports. You know, one of my favorite things he doesn't understand about basketball right now is he truly believes the team that gets to 100 first wins. And I've never been able to correct him because I find it just the cutest thing in the world.
Cute. Yeah.
But like, so we were at the game on May 4th and he kept asking me, he's like, wait, can I chant defense now? I'm like, who has the ball? They do. Yeah. Yes. Chant defense. And by the time the conversation's over, we would have the ball back.
So change of possession.
It's so stinking cute. And I'm just,
that's awesome.
I've said this before about the Jackrabbits, but Bobcats is the exact same thing. It's such a cool thing to me that our kids are going to be able to grow up in a community that those types of athletic events are available. Yeah. Because I didn't have any of that. You know what I mean? I was going to a Pacer game. I was going to like Indians game.
Spend some money.
Remember Indianapolis Ice? Like I remember like going to some of their hockey games as a kid. Yeah. It's so cool to me that my kids are going to be able to grow up around that. And like, they love it. They love the social aspect of going to a game. And Jude, my guy, he's trying to figure it all out. And he's so cute. I love it so much. And I don't have a plan on when I'm going to correct him about the 100-point thing. Cause I kind of just want him to always think that.
I'll figure it out.
It's so good. Because he even asked me one time, they hit 100. He's like, wait, we won, right? I'm like, yeah, but they're just playing for fun. I think that's what I said at this point. It's really funny.
Good for you.
All right. Next question is from Joe on Facebook. We talked about this a little bit last week. Is there any news when the road work on Markland near the roundabout will end? I use that road for everything.
I know, and it's putting everybody in a bind. So we're only maybe a month into it. So chances are it'll be the majority of the summer. It may not be done until September, October.
You know what I realized?
With the size of the pipe and what the fill needs to go in and have everything set up to eventually hook into the facility that'll be built, and then the line that'll get run down towards and through Foster Park.
I didn't realize how much I used that road until I couldn't. It was kind of one of those, you don't really realize it until it's gone.
I'm like, I can get there. Oh no, I gotta go around.
Yeah. So I've been going through by UCT Park a lot more lately. All right. Next question is from Ashley on Facebook. Mayor Moore, are you excited to start the race at the Kindy 500 at Eastern on Wednesday?
Oh my goodness.
I don't know anything about this.
Oh my goodness. Yes. So this event, Principal Randy Maurer, his lovely wife reached out to me and asked if I would be there on Wednesday to tell the little kindergartners to ladies and gentlemen, rev your engines. And I guess and I've just heard bits and pieces about this, that they've decorated, boxes, their own cars, and so they're carrying them, and they're going to race and have different heats. And I get the pleasure of doing a color commentary or play-by-play race with Randy Maurer, and help celebrate the victor to the winner's circle. So yes, totally looking forward to it. Very honored that they thought to ask me to participate in that, and totally looking forward to the first Kindy 500 out at Eastern Elementary School.
I love that. So Greentown doesn't have a mayor, right? They have like a town council.
Town council. Mm-hmm.
And how many are on that council? Is there 3 of them?
No, I think there's 5 or 7. No, there's just 17. I don't know if that's terrible that I should know, but I think it's 7.
Okay, so it's like a city, like our city council. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, but then you got the invite.
But I got the invite.
You should feel
very special. Yes.
You have nothing to do with Greentown, but look at you.
Well, I kind of did at one time when I was county commissioner.
That's true. That's true.
So, and a lot of folks come into our wonderful city to entertain and take part in everything. So, no, I just
it's almost fair time.
Really good friends of the Mowers, and so I was very honored that they.
The answer's 5, by the way.
5. Thank you. Okay.
Are we going to go out to the fair again this year?
Yeah.
Try some garbage food again?
Yes.
No offense to fair vendors when I say garbage food. That's not what I meant by that.
Yeah, no.
Remember the pizza? Oh, pizza was good. Fire in the Hole.
Mm-hmm.
Fire in the Hole.
I followed him on
Mashed
Facebook. I see him all the time.
Prime rib pizza was
prime rib pizza.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brie and I tried that the year before. It's wild.
It's great. So yes, I'm in if you'll let me. We'll go. Let's do it.
Yes.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. All right, so those are the questions we have today. I see quite a few people watching. I don't think I missed any questions. So if you have any questions, just let us know, and I'll put them on next week's show. I'll go back. I always go back and make sure I don't miss any questions from the week prior. But yeah, thanks for doing that, and thanks for Lexi's for being our Ask the Mayor partner. Mr. Mayor, do you have a dad joke for us today?
Well, yeah, we're baseball season, and was out at game the other night, and exciting. Saw a player hit a line drive, but you know what's more exciting to see than a line drive?
I mean, a home run?
A baseball park.
Okay.
That's a driving.
It's a driving.
It's a joke about verbs.
It's a verb humor.
Verb humor.
You don't hear a lot of that. Wonder why.
I don't like it.
Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of the Mayor Tyler Moore Show, partnered with Robert Miller and Son Furniture here on the Kokomo Post. Like I said, my name is Drew Laris, and this is MTM. If you have a question for next week's show, just simply leave it in the chat. We'll get to it, or we post something on Mondays as well to remind you to get your questions in there for the mayor. And if not, we'll just see you next time, Kokomo.
You bet. See you, Kokomo.